Great morning! Andito naman si Sir Anabo, ang inyong matinik, matgaling na teacher sa mathematics. So ngayon, ituturo ko naman sa inyo kung paano mag-solve ng geometric sequence. But before that, we are going to define first what is geometric sequence. Geometric sequence is a sequence in which there is a common ratio between consecutive terms. So ibig sabihin, masasabi lang natin na geometric sequence ang sequence kung meron silang common ratio. Common ratio of the two consecutive terms. Ibig sabihin nun, we are going to divide two consecutive terms, and if we have a common quotient, so that sequence is a geometric sequence. Para mas lalo niyong maintindihan, I have here an example to verify if the following is a geometric sequence. Number 1, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Now this time we are going to check if this sequence is a geometric sequence. Paano? Anong gagawin natin? We are going to divide two consecutive terms. Pero pag once pag-divide tayo, pabalik siya. Ha? Uulitin ko, pag magdi-divide, pabalik. Hindi siya paabante. Example, 2 divided by 1. Hindi siya pwedeng 1 divided by 2. Okay? 2 divided by 1 is equal to 2. Okay? Ayan, pinakita ko sa inyo kung paano siya mag-divide. 2 divided by 1, ibig sabihin, if the fraction can be divided exactly, you are going to divide. So, the answer is 2. Then 4 divided by 2 is 2. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 16 divided by 8 is 2. So therefore, we have a common ratio. Ang common ratio natin ay 2. So R is equal to 2, which is our common ratio. Now, if the given sequence have a common ratio, so we call that as geometric sequence. Now, pag meron na tayong common ratio, we can easily identify the next term of a sequence, the next term of a geometric sequence. Mabilis lang natin mahanap pag once alam na natin ang kanyang common ratio. Papaano? So, for example, that example number 1, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, kung ang kanyang ratio ay 2, ang gagawin lang natin para makuha ang next term, you are going to multiply the last term to the ratio. So, 16 times 2 is equal to 32. So, therefore, 32 will be the next term after 16. Okay? So after yung 16, 32 will be the answer. Will be the next term. Okay? So ganun lang kasimple. Once we have a common ratio to get the next term of the sequence. Let's have another example. Number 2. Negative 20, 10, negative 5, and so on. So what we're going to do is to divide the two consecutive terms to identify if we have a common ratio. Kasi pag common ratio, so we call that as geometric sequence. So let's find out here. 10 divided by negative 20. Okay, so 10 divided by negative 20 is equal to negative 1/2. Take note ha, if the fraction cannot be divided exactly, you are going to simplify that fraction to simplest form. Kaya mapansin mo, ang 10 at saka 20, meron silang common factor na 10, so the answer is 1/2. And of course, the sign of 1/2 is negative. Bakit? Once you're going to divide, unlike sign, always the answer is negative. Okay? So, 10 divided by negative 20 is equal to negative 1/2. And negative 5 divided by 10 is equal to negative 1/2. So, since we have a common ratio, and the common ratio is negative 1/2, negative 1/2, that sequence is a geometric sequence. Okay? Since we have now the common ratio, we can easily identify the next term after negative 5. So what we're going to do, gagawin lang natin is i-multiply lang natin yung last term doon sa common ratio. So negative 5 times negative 1/2 is equal to 5 over 2 or 2 and 1/2. Okay, so Sir Anabo, paano naman mag-multiply ng whole number at saka fraction? Madali lang. I-multiply mo lang yung whole number dun sa numerator. Okay? Multiply the whole number to the numerator and copy the denominator. And always, once you are going to multiply like sign o magkaparehas ang sign, always the answer is positive. So, negative 5 times negative 1/2 is 5 over 2. The answer. Kasi 5 times 1 is 5. And copy the denominator, which is 2. And of course, always, if our answer is a fractional form, you are going to simplify that since the fraction is improper fraction. So you are going to change it to mixed number. So 5 divided by 2 is 2, remainder 1 over the denominator of 2. Copy the denominator. So our next term after negative 5 is 5 over 2 or 2 and 1/2. Okay? So, let's do this. Find the common ratio. Yan. So dito, siguro alam niyo na kung paano kunin ang common ratio. So let's have example number 1. 3, 6, 12, and 24. And so on. So, what you're going to do to find the common ratio, you are going to divide the two consecutive numbers. Okay? Pero lagi nyo tatandaan na pabalik ang pag-divide natin. Katulad nito, 6 divided by 3, 2. 12 divided by 6, 2. 24 divided by 12 is 2. So therefore, the common ratio is 2. Okay? Number 2. 8, 4, 2, and 1, and so on. So, in order to find the common ratio, we are going to divide 4 divided by 8. Okay? 4 divided by 8 or 4 over 8. 4 divided by 8, hindi siya kayang i-divide. What you're going to do is to simplify the fraction to lowest term. So 4 divided by 8 or 4 over 8 is 1/2. 2 divided by 4 is 1/2. 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. So therefore, the common ratio is 1/2. Okay? Alam niyo na kung paano kinukuha ang common ratio? Simple lang, magdi-divide lang kayo ng term to its preceding term. Okay? Next, how to solve nth term of a geometric sequence. Given the geometric sequence 3, 6, 12, find the 8th term of the sequence. Okay, kanina, madali lang natin ma-identify yung next term of a geometric sequence. Paano naman kung 8th term, 11th term, 21st term, 34th term, 58th term? So medyo madaming terms na. So kung halimbawa magmumultiply lang tayo na magmumultiply sa kanyang common ratio, medyo mahihirapan tayo. So anong gagawin natin, Sir Anabo? In order to find the unknown nth term. So, we are going to use the formula of a geometric sequence. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Yan yung formula na gagamitin natin once we're going to find the nth term of a geometric sequence. Okay? So, syempre alamin natin kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng mga letter na yan. Ang a sub 1, it represent the first term. Ang n, it represent the number of term. Ang r, it represent the common ratio. And a sub n is equal or it represent nth term. Okay? So let's have example number 1. Given the first three terms of the geometric sequence 3, 6, 12, and so on, find the 8th term of the sequence. So, using the formula of a geometric sequence, what we're going to do is to identify all the given values of a sub 1, r, and n. Okay? So, ang a sub 1 natin is 3. Nakikita naman sa sequence na given. And, of course, the common ratio, anong gagawin natin? 6 divided by 3. Paatras tayo ha, 6 divided by 3, the answer is 2. So therefore, our common ratio is 2. And n is 8. Bakit 8 ang n? Kasi 8 term ang hinahanap natin. Okay? So, what we're going to do now is to substitute all the given values from the geometric sequence formula. So, ganito mangyari, a sub 8, i-replace natin ang a sub n, magiging a sub 8 kasi ang hinanap natin ay a sub 8, which is the 8th term. And yung a sub 1 naging 3, which is represent our first term. And r, na-replace natin number 2 kasi yun yung common ratio natin. And letter n is 8, replace natin kasi ang n natin is 8. So, ang gagawin natin dito is isi-simplify muna natin yung nasa taas ng exponent that is represent the exponent of 2, which is 8 minus 1. So, 8 minus 1 is 7. Now, so paano natin gagawin dito? Sir, i-multiply ba natin ang 3 times 2 directly? No. We are going to simplify first the exponential form. Ano yon? Yung 2 raised to 7 power. So, ibig sabihin nun, ang 7, it represent the exponent of 2. Ang ibig sabihin nun, exponent tells how many times the base multiplied. So, anong gagawin dito? I-multiply natin, since ang 2 is the base, i-multiply natin ang 2 7 times. So, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 128. So, now, 128, saka lang natin i-multiply siya sa 3. So 3 times 128 is equal to 384. So 384 is the 8th term of the given sequence. Okay? So naintindihan lang ang first example. Let's have example number 2. Given the geometric sequence 8, 4, 2, and so on, find the 6th term of the sequence. Of course, we are going to use the formula of a geometric sequence. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. And of course, you are going to write the given values of a sub 1. Nakikita natin is 8. And of course, the common ratio, 4 divided by 8. So 4 divided by 8 is 4 over 8. Cannot be divided exactly. So what we are going to do is to simplify that fraction to lowest term. So 4 over 8 is equal to 1/2. So our common ratio is 1/2. And of course, n is 6. Kasi nga, ang hinahanap natin ay 6th term. Okay. So nandiyan na yung mga given values. What we're going to do now is to substitute the given formula. So a sub n naging a sub 6. Ang a sub 1 is 8. Ang r, which is the common ratio, is 1/2. And n is 6. So simplify. Anong unang isi-simplify natin? Of course, the exponent na 6 minus 1. So we have 5. And before we multiply to 8, simplify the exponential form. Ano yung exponential form natin? 1/2 raised to 5. So, ibig sabihin nun, ang 1/2 i-multiply natin ng 5 beses. 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 is equal to 1/32. Once you're going to multiply a fraction, mag-multiply ka lang sa numerator. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1. Sa denominator naman, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 32. Ganun lang ang pag-multiply ng fractions. So, our answer is 1/32, yung 1/2 raised to 5. So, after that, multiply to 8. Once you're going to multiply whole number to a fraction, simply multiply the whole number to the numerator, which is 1. 8 times 1 and copy the denominator. So, the answer is 8/32. Okay, our sixth term is 8/32. Okay? Next, to solve geometric means. Ayan, okay na tayo dito. Doon ha, kanina ha. To solve geometric means ngayon, tingnan natin kung paano mag-solve ng geometric means. Number 1, example. Insert 3 geometric means between 5 and 3,125. So, ibig sabihin nun, we have 5, blank, 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 and 3,125. Iyan yung sequence. Ang unknown, yung nasa gitna, yung tatlong geometric term. Yan na. So we have, ang hinahanap ay a sub 2, a sub 3, and a sub 4. Okay. Insert 3 geometric means. Yung mismong nasa gitna ng 5 at saka 3,125, yun yung hahanapin natin. Yun yung, ang tawag sa kanila a sub 2, to a sub 4, yung mismong nasa gitna na term is geometric means. Okay? Papaano? Step 1, find the common ratio using the formula of a geometric sequence. Pag once we are going to find the geometric means, lagi hahanapin mo muna natin ang common ratio. Okay? Of course, using the formula of a geometric sequence. So we have a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Okay? Ano kaya ang a sub n natin? Yung a sub n natin, since meron ng last term dun sa given, a sub n will be 3,125. It represents a sub n, the last term of the sequence. And a sub 1, na-replace natin 5 kasi ang 5 will be the first term of the sequence kanina. Then r is the unknown. And of course, since we have n, since we insert 3 geometric means, ibig sabihin nun, 3 plus first term at saka yung last term, so we have 5. Kaya 5 minus 1, simplify natin, is equal to 4. So what we're going to do now is to eliminate number 5, yung katabi ng r. Paano siya ma-eliminate? So we are going to divide 5 both sides of the equation para makancel natin yung 5. Okay? So simplifying further, so yan, kinancel natin. So 3,125 divided by 5 is equal to 625. Then, ang matitira sa right side ay r to the 4th power. Since we are going to find the ratio, what we're going to do is to eliminate 4, the exponent of 4. Paano tayo mag-eliminate ng power ng exponent of 4? Okay. Siyempre, we are going to find the fourth root, both sides of the equation, para ma-eliminate natin ang 4, yung exponent ng 4. So, yan. Para matanggal natin ang exponent of 4. Kung halimbawa ang exponent niya is 3, we are going to find the cube roots, both sides of the equation. Kung ang exponent ng r is 2, we are going to find the square root, both sides of the equation. So it depends dun sa mismong exponent ng r. Kung 2, square root. Kung 3, cube roots. Kung 4, fourth root. Kung 5, fifth root. Pag 6, sixth root. So ganun po yung kasimple. Okay? Then, na-cancel natin. Then, the fourth root of 625 is 5. Of course, na-cancel natin ang exponent ng 4, yung 4. So, ang natira ay r, so, which is represent as the common ratio. Sir, paano nakuha ang 5? Doon siya sa fourth root ng 625. Pag naghahanap tayo ng fourth root ng 625, mag-iisip ka lang ng number na pag once minultiply mo ng 4 na beses na equivalent to 625, that number is the fourth root of 625. So, paano? 5 times 5, di ba? 5 times 5, 4 na beses mong i-multiply ang 5, ang sagot ay 625. So therefore, the fourth root of 625 is 5. So ngayon, meron na tayong common ratio. Pag meron na tayong common ratio, madali lang natin makukuha ang geometric means between 5 and 3,125. So ngayon, nahanapin natin yung a sub 2, a sub 3, and a sub 4. So a sub 2 is equal to a sub 1, imumultiply lang natin ang a sub 1 sa common ratio for our a sub 2. So, ang a sub 1 natin is 5 times yung common ratio natin is 5. So, 5 times 5 is equal to 25. So, our a sub 2 is 25. Ngayon, hanapin naman natin ang a sub 3. Ang a sub 3 is equal to, pag hinahanap natin a sub 3, ang imumultiply lang natin yung a sub 2 at saka yung common ratio. So, a sub 2 ay 25. Ang common ratio natin is 5. So, 25 times 5 is 125. Our a sub 3 is 125. Hanapin naman natin ang a sub 4. Ang a sub 4 natin, imumultiply lang natin sa a sub 3 at saka sa common ratio. So, our a sub 3 is 125 at saka yung common ratio which is 5. So 125 times 5 is equal to 625. So our a sub 4 is 625. So therefore, our geometric means between 5 and 3,125 are 25, 125, and 625. So itong tatlong itong term, we call that as geometric sequence. Okay? So, wala nang tanong. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and click the notification bell para ma-notify kayo once meron akong bagong na-upload na video, lesson or tutorial videos regarding doon sa lesson ng grade 10 mathematics. Maraming salamat!